You guys ever seen that? Well, have you seen that toilet cleaning commercial? And they're all like, "You'd be no, man, no." First of all, cleaning a toilet with chemicals is not fun, but you're cleaning it with chemicals and fecal matter gets you sick. Okay, too much fecal matter gets you sick. Okay, but you use manure to fertilize some of our most healthy and good foods. Yeah, I know. And also, that's what you use stuff like that to feed your lawn. Feed it, right? And then the lawn provides oxygen to help your body try to survive chemical poisoning from Formula One racing, NASCAR racing. Get up and go to your job. Start the car. Get down the freeway, right? Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a better way. Lift the Lord's Prayer. It's been there for 2025 years, staring you right in the face. Did you know the Vatican wasn't living the Lord's Prayer? And Jesus prays to Muhammad and says, get everybody to live the Lord's Prayer. And his Muhammad gets up to do it. And then Muhammad leaves. And then all those assholes go back to mass murdering each other over and saying, God told us to do it, right? That's what they do. So you sit there. I woke up this morning. I'm feeling crappy. I'm tired and I'm sore. And this has been really brutal. The chemical poisoning, the reaction to it, and the constant stress and abuse is just absolutely horrible. Donald Trump is addicted to being a shithead just like Bill Belichick, and that's just the way they are. You think there's any way they can change? I don't know. All I know is I have to correct the technology to be more like Jesus and me so we can all live the Lord's Prayer and save our planet and our children from Ethan's ego from Mission Impossible. Every soul in the world depends on you. Okay, yeah, Scientology there. Yeah, it says, okay, well, what does it say in the great book of Scientology? Forgive debt and trespass, love one another, turn for peace. And how do we do that? By running around in war machines, threatening to blow everybody up if we can't fuck people in the ear and the head and the mind with money, with technology. You didn't think that one through, did you? I don't think science is working for you, Mr. Manhattan Project. You might want to sit down and have a Snickers. Is that Elton John? Okay. Sing some Bernie songs for us. We really like the Bernie songs. Yeah. Bernie writes the lyrics and Elton writes the music and the melody, superstar. Yeah, that was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away when people believed in limericks and were stupid as hell and didn't have the science projects available to them to correct the limerick murdering and fighting of having pissed off people, pissed off at stupid people, pissed off at stupid people all the time. And that's what we have. I talked to my sister the other day, and she's sitting there and she tells me how stupid and fucked up her ex-husbands are, and then tells me how great Donald Trump is. And I'm like, you do know Donald Trump is your ex-husband's? Yeah. Well, first we got to lock out all those Mexicans and control all the drug dealers. It's like, yeah, it's going to be real hard. You just got health care. Carol. Yeah. Then we got to create factories and create more jobs and kill more people and send them to the hospital and say, oh, thank God for the Koch brothers and George Soros and these wonderful hospitals and these amazing physicians. They made us dying so comfortable. Suicide is so painless when you have lots of morphine. There's nothing better than morphine when you're being tortured to death and think you're going to a magic place in the sky for 30 minutes before your brain shuts down. Oh, hell yeah. Stupid people, pissed off at stupid people. Hey, Ted, tell us all about it. Who's Ted? The smart people from Britain saying, well, you suffer, you're tortured. It's horrible. Here's a way to try to survive it psychologically and emotionally so you don't try to kill all me and my friends at a conference where we talk people into fucking themselves to death with money and technology. We hate being mass shooted. It's no fun. Well, don't be mass shooted in training. Don't sell video games about it. Don't sell Halo. Don't sell Fortnite. Don't make people multi-billionaires saying this is the best video game you ever saw. It's absolutely amazing. Jabba, 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 jaw. Yabble, dabble. The cat and that funky phantom ghost, right? where all the ghosts come back to life and help us find the criminal, and the criminal is always finding a way to scam people for lots of money because everybody's a crook. It's a teapot ghost gamble from hell, you know. My dad gets these letters, and they're called Letter Joy, and they're all letters about people talking about mass murder through government for hundreds of years. And they're called Letter Joy. And he reads them, and I was like, Dad, don't you think Letter Joy would be like Letter Joy? You know, I think of Letter Joy would be something more like I'll be coming home tomorrow, you know. And you can't just have Letter Joy. The war's over and half our family's dead. But I'm still alive, but I've only got one leg. I mean, well, Letter Joy. I was trying to sit there and think it's just Letter Joy, you know. And Julie got this for Dad, you know, because he enjoys that kind of stuff. But I'm like, how can you enjoy stuff like that? It's horrible. He tells me about the letters, and I go, these letters are terrible. Yeah, but they're Letter Joy. Damn. Well, his favorite book is the Bible, and he reads it all the time. Have you ever read the Bible? And God told Saul to go murder everybody in that town. And so he did. And then there was unrest among the people, and then they looked for something. And then a Philistine came and said he's going to eunuch all the sexual competition and rape all the women so they all have his kids. And David got up and said, hey, I ain't going for that. And then David gets up and stops him. And then Saul gets jealous and tries to kill David. And then everybody that teaches the Bible on TV for billions of dollars says what a bad guy David was because he was trying not to kill his best friend's dad, who had been watching him for a long time and saying, this is the guy, this is the Shamil who's supposed to end your great lineage and your great kingdom, num-num. Kingdom, num-num. Kingdom, num? Isn't that neat the way it's kingdom? When all you dummies say you're the king. Kingdom. Yeah, we know. How about Grace's Good Shepherd? There's no dumb in there at all. Well, sounds intelligent. Well, I'm not a stupid person pissed off at stupid people. No. I'm an intelligent person pissed off at the stupidity. That's way different than being a stupid person pissed off at stupid people. A stupid person pissed off at stupid people. I'm a Democrat and I vote. I'm a Christian and I vote. We need to vote them out of office. We need more money. We got to keep democracy alive. Keep democracy alive, stupid people. We got to keep stupid people pissed off at stupid people alive. How about loving people pissed off at the stupidity standing up for the Lord's Prayer? Okay, there's one loving person standing up for the Lord's Prayer to stop stupidity, to fix artificial intelligence. That's what we'll get because that's what's happening. And I have no interest in living a superficial, stupid life. Like, you know, are you jealous of Bill Belichick because he's having sex with that hot girl half his age? No. If I wanted to be like Bill Belichick, don't you think I would have done things differently in Sierra Vista, Arizona? Fuck off. I didn't know Amy was 14 years younger than me, guys. We both looked around the same age. She acted older. I thought she was in her mid-20s. I was 33. I thought she was 26 or 28 or so. Turned out she was 19. She thought I was 26 or 28 or so. Turned out I was 33. We both kind of cross-mogenated. Yeah, she thought, okay, he's a lot younger. You know, she thought with Patrick, you know, she knew I had an 8-year-old son going on 9. And she thought, okay, he's a teenage, you know. It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished him well. So she thought I was like 17 or 18, got a girl pregnant, and, you know, was a young father. And then I was, you know, about 28 or 29. But it's normal for 19-year-olds to go after 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year females. Oh, yeah. You know, they go after the older guys. They like them. Well, that's Steven Tyler, like Natalie told me about, you know. They love to do the young girl thing. Guys do too. You know, guys, you know, Billy with Mary Kay Letourneau. Mary Kay Letourneau goes up, oh, I'd love to have sex with you. I'd love to have sex with you. That's all I think about is sex. And I have a constant erection. I'm 14. Take me to the bedroom. Okay, it's child abuse, not to him. Okay. But it's bad for young men because it teaches them bad social skills because of the stigma, social stigma attached to it. It's wrong to use people for sex. it's right to understand that sex is to reproduce and have children and teach them how to be responsible for one another and love one another. You can't spend all your time fucking because you can't have constant comfort from other people doing all the work and you sitting back and fucking. We're not Donald Sterling and Magic Johnson. We're human beings. We're gracious good shepherds. We're meant to be people like Abraham and me, not fuckers like them. Okay. If you want to grow up to be a fucker like them, okay, go out and recruit all those egotistical assholes that have a sex drive they hardly can control and beat the shit out of women because women get into relationships with them to try to get lots of money out of them by having their baby, and then they get all violent, and then you're watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta there, and then I make my own money talking shit about my sex life, and you're like, these people are fucking crazy. They're a bunch of stupid people pissed off at stupid people all the time. All these people, there's no way this guy can be like Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Oh, for crying out loud, no, it's fucking Tom Cruise there. He'll save you. Him and Bill Belichick will come up with a game plan to defeat Parsons so we can all still fight to fuck over money and save the world at the last minute from people trying to blow it up from Halliburton, Northrop Grumman, and NASA. Honeywell. There's lots of companies. I don't mean to leave any of you assholes out of the fun of the compete to fight the fuck. It is so brain chemical addicted fun. Hyundai, Ford, Chevy, kill, drive, kill, take drugs, go to hospital, cut body apart, suffer, die. Keep it up. Everybody feels like it's never going to end. That's why we get the 30 minutes of make-believe heaven in our head before we die. How else can you invent something that's stupid if you're not acting stupid? Are you pissed off yet at stupidity? Oh, come on. Be pissed off enough to stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. If that's what works in you, let's do it. If not, do you love your children? Do you really want to be as stupid as you? Nothing works on these crazy people. Well, as long as it works on the artificial intelligence, I think we'll be okay.